Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your month of March reading. First off, I am so sorry that I am late getting these out. I got a bit behind just getting them out in general, and then my computer stopped working for a couple days and I wasn't able to get things uploaded. So we're back on track, and let's just get started without further ado. How I'm going to read for this month is this is going to kind of be a 4-week progression, like a general timeline of how you might expect the energy to go this month. So we'll start with the week that we're in, the beginning of March, and then we'll see how the energy unfolds after this. I pulled main energy cards, I pulled clarifying cards, and we're going to get further clarification into specific areas of your life, such as career, life purpose, business, abundance, finances, money, love, and partnerships, and I'm going to end with a specialized law of attraction message for you this month. Let's get started. What are we looking at for the first part of March, for the week that we're in? If you're watching this during the first week, we get the Seven of Pentacles, and this is really talking about planting some seeds maybe for some physical manifestations, or it could be talking about you've been doing some work and you want to know when things are going to pan out for you. Like, you've put the work in, you've planted the seeds, you've been doing your visualizations, and now you're just looking out around you like, okay, like, when's it gonna happen? What is next? And so let's look at the clarifying cards to get a little more clarity on this. First, we get the Angel of Love, and I'm feeling like this is a week just to embrace the love behind what you were doing. So rather than doing something and taking a step back and saying, okay, I put in all this effort, why isn't it panning out? But rather just being in a place where you're enjoying the moment. So let's say you're working on a new business, just for an example. You're working on a new business, or you have a business, you've been putting a lot of work in. Instead of doing so like this has to work out, this has to work out, this has to work out, you act from a space of love. Like, refocus your attention on how much you love what you are doing. Or let's say we're talking about relationships. I feel like for some it's relationships. Maybe you're wondering, like, when are we going to get to the next level in this relationship? Or are things going to work out? Or maybe you're just having this questioning of what, when, how, where, all that. But this week, focus on the love. Focus on spending the time with people that you love and the energy behind that, rather than coming from a space of when's it going to work out the way I want it to. And then, just dropped a card. And then the second card that came out was the root chakra, which comes in reverse. So the root chakra is your sense of security. It's your sense of knowing. This is talking about finances. This is talking about feeling like just okay in your own skin, like where you are right now, you're good. But when it comes in reverse, it kind of speaks of what we just mentioned, and maybe feeling a little shaky, maybe feeling a little ungrounded, not knowing all the details of what's next on your journey. So again, it's just a time to go inside of yourself, reflect a little bit. What's maybe making you feel anxious or insecure in any way, or any feelings of lack, and doing a little self-work to rebalance your root chakra. And there's tons of meditations you can do and mantras. And as you do that, and you're working on your root chakra, maybe you're working on your heart space, then you are really developing this sense of security and love within yourself, and that's going to translate into everything that you do. So not only is it going to help bring about the physical manifestations that you want to see, but it's almost like you'll get to a point where you don't care as much. And it's like, once we're at the point where we don't care as much about how things play out, that's when it just naturally comes to us, right? Have you ever noticed that? Like, I know people always say they find like the love of their life whenever they're least looking for it. It's because you're not thinking from a place of lack. Whenever we think like, how's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? What am I supposed to do? That's lack. That's an energy of lack. And whenever you just are feeling secure in yourself and from a space of love, self-love, pouring love into everything you do, and you detach from the details and you detach from the outcome, and you start almost caring less because you're feeling really good inside, that's when things naturally come. And to our human minds, it's like, doesn't make sense, right? But that's just how energy works. So this first week of March is when, like I said, get centered, get balanced, get grounded within yourself. Come from that place of love and just know that the more you're able to do that, the more things will naturally pan out for you. Now, let me just pick up this card that dropped really quick. I have the cards for abundance on the side, and okay, I'm going to do something a little different, actually, than I have in any of the other readings, just because the card that fell on the floor is speaking to exactly what I was just talking about. So I'm going to show you what your abundance card is a little early in the reading. It's attracting, not chasing. That fell on the floor for a reason. That fell on the floor just for you because I was supposed to talk about it right now. Let me read the card to you. So again, this is talking about abundance in all forms and how you're going to attract that to you this month. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of fear underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Yeah, that's a huge underlying message for you. So please keep that in mind, just going through the rest of the month. Just embodying this kind of attracting energy, knowing things are going to pan out, is going to be very, very beneficial in, I'm feeling like, every single area of your life this month. Okay, so let's now move on to the second week, the next energy that you can expect during this month, and this is the Emperor. This is a leadership role. This is a strong, taking action kind of role. Let me show you the card that actually came out with it. It's the Yin and the Yang card. And when the Yin and the Yang card comes in reverse, which it did, that's talking about Yang energy, which is talking about masculine energy. It's talking about action-oriented energy. It's talking about thinking through something logically. So the next energy that you are about to experience could be planning something. It could be taking the lead on something. Now, a lot of times the Emperor represents possibly this very strong male figure in your life, which it could be speaking to, but I'm feeling like this Emperor is you. If you're a man, woman, male, female, however you identify this, energy is not a gender, okay? Energy, a masculine energy, we all have it. And around the second week of March, you are being called to bring forth and embody the masculine energy within you. And like I said, that's just stepping more into your confidence, into your assertiveness, possibly logically planning something out, taking the leadership role on something. And that is going to benefit you along the rest of your journey. Let's take a look at the third week. We get the Hanged Man. So maybe around the third week, maybe around, I'm feeling like around the full moon, you might be feeling a little indecisive again. Some of these old energies of when's it going to happen might come back. Or maybe you kind of take a leadership role and then you're like, hold on, I took the leadership role. It's supposed to happen right now, right? The Hanged Man is a time when you are supposed to sit back and observe. You're having a lot of different energies. You're having very feminine and very masculine energies going on for you this month. And that's actually just how life works. There are times for action and there's times to take a step back and observe. So I'm feeling like the beginning of the month, you're just getting settled in who you are. Then you might be taking some action. Then, again, you're being called to take a step back and observe. And let me show you what the clarifying card is that you got. You got the 7th chakra. So you begin the month with the first chakra, the base chakra, and now a couple weeks later, you're all the way up at the crown chakra. This is where you're getting divine guidance. This is where you're getting clarity. So if you start to take some action and you don't quite know what the next steps are, that is your cue. Pay attention to that. Don't get frustrated with that. Don't let that create any sort of feelings of stagnation for you. But take that as a cue that it is a time to step back again and observe and meditate or journal and connect with your higher self, with that higher guidance. Because you know what comes after that is the Knight of Cups. So this is the end of March. The Knight of Cups is an emotional card, and it's really talking about feeling emotionally ready to go on this journey. If you look at his face, he's very determined. He knows where he's going, and he's like, we got this, we're going, let's do it. So it's just like this ebb and flow and energy, and by the end of the month, you're feeling good. You're feeling ready for whatever that next step is for you. And let me show you the clarifying cards that we got. We got the Action card, and we got the Door to Spirit card. So by the end of the month, you're ready to take more action on your spiritual journey, or you're getting intuitions. Remember, because we talked about that the week before, you're getting intuitions on what your next action steps are. So if there was one theme for you this whole month, is when you feel like it is time to act, think diplomatically, think logically about what your action's going to be. After you take some action, if you feel like you are stuck, if you feel like you're going into old patterns of a lack mentality, that is simply a cue to take a step back and observe. Allow yourself to act when you feel guided. Allow yourself to sit back and observe and meditate when you feel guided. And through that action, you are going to be naturally attracting what it is that you want to bring into your world. Okay, beautiful. So I want to now go into the clarification cards. I already showed you one abundance card that you received, so I want to show you the second one that came out for you, and then we'll get into your love reading and career reading. The second abundance card that came out for you was Bountiful Nature. This is talking about getting out in nature a lot of times. It's also remembering how abundant the universe is. There's no lack of love. There's no lack of money. There's no lack of cars. Or, there's no lack of opportunities. There's no lack of creative ideas. All of this is available to you if you get yourself to a point where you are attracting it. So it might be a good time. I'm hearing like taking a weekend trip, like out in nature, mountains, beach, going by some water, and just allowing yourself to free your mind. If at any time you're feeling overwhelmed this month, then that is your cue. That is your time to go take a walk in nature. That's your time to get out of your head and observe. And once you detach a little bit, then you get so much clarity. You're able to almost reset. And remember, we are in Mercury retrograde, so this is a time to reset, to release, to reevaluate. So give yourself that time. You don't have to, it's not action, action, action the whole month. It's also not sitting back the whole month. There's a mix of it for you. And you will greatly benefit by getting out into nature, whatever that means for you. And making the effort and know that you deserve that. You deserve a little trip or a little vacation. You deserve a day of not worrying and just enjoying. Okay, so let's move now on to your career and life purpose. We'll do that next. So this is business. This is if you're wanting to start a business. This is your dreams, your life purpose. This could be talking about careers. It could also be talking about if you are a parent, if you're a caretaker, if you volunteer, like whatever you feel like your divine mission is. What's going to assist you this month? First card we have is have confidence in your creations. Having confidence in yourself. Like we said in the beginning, just pouring love into your creations and taking a step back and seeing how beautiful they are, rather than taking a step back and saying, I put all that effort in, when's it going to work out? The second card you got is let go. Release the desire to control the situation and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. The universe, source, your guides, your angels, they are helping you, but you have to let go to allow them to assist you in your journey. again, it's just this dichotomy of what's going on. There could be some times where you are creating, but you're being asked to only create from a space of love, to only create from a space where you have confidence in what you're creating. And then you're being asked to let go, trust. I'm hearing just to tell whoever you align with, God, Source, it doesn't matter the name. Saying, God, I give this to you. Angels, I give this to you. I'm letting this go. And I trust. And things will start to naturally pan out because you are in that attracting and not chasing energetic vibration. Let's take a look at love. You got to express your love and engagement. If you are single, this is a good month for love, I'm feeling like. If you are in a relationship, this could be talking about a deeper level of commitment. If you were wondering if there's a deeper level of commitment, then it might be a good time to express your love. Not from a place of lack, not from a place of when's it going to happen, when's it going to happen, when's it going to happen, but truly express how you feel for that other person from your heart space. And you just want to get to that space before you have any sort of conversations, if that makes sense. But if you're feeling very unconditionally loving and you want to express something to a partner, to a person, then this is a month to do it. Others might also be expressing their love for you. No matter what your status, this is a good month to take the next step. So either getting in a relationship, deepening a relationship. If you're already married, deepening the commitment in that marriage. It's a good month for love and romance and partnerships for many of you. Okay, so let's end with your law of attraction message. You got 2 of them. The first card says, if I am resisting evil, I am attracting evil. So if you're focusing on what you don't want or focusing on those thoughts of lack, then that's what you're attracting. It's kind of what we talked about the whole time. And then this one, attention to what is only creates more of what is. That's, again, what the cards are talking about. If you're looking around and not seeing what you want and you're focusing on that, then you're just attracting more of that. So really focusing, keeping your vibration just positive into that attracting mode, not focusing on things that you don't want to call in. And also not focusing on what is. Now, if you can focus on what is and foster a sense of love and foster a sense of gratitude, then that is perfect. That's exactly where you should be. But if you're focusing on what is from a space of lack and not having what you want, then release that. Release that and refocus yourself on feelings of love, on feelings of security, on what you want to bring in, what you are naturally attracting, and let it go. If you notice you get yourself in a funk anytime this month, let it go. Give it to the universe. The universe wants to help you. This is very similar. I had to tell you almost every single sign because I believe of what's going on astrologically. This is very similar to every single sign. We're all at this place where we are taking a step back, we're reevaluating, we're reassessing, and we're getting ready for movement. And we're just working, we're making sure that we ourselves are at a place where we're ready to manifest and attract what it is we desire. All right, so I'll leave you with that. I hope you have a beautiful month. If you're interested in your own personal reading, a distance energy healing session, I have tons of downloads that help you manifest and help you get more into that attracting mode. You can go to reikiwithrachel.com. I'll put the link below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Those really mean a lot to me. And thank you. I'll talk with you next time, Aquarius.